Hey folks, welcome back to Bullets and Brass. Today we're kind of doing a rehash because from the comments and from other things I'm seeing online, people still don't get 6.5 Creedmoor versus 6.5 Grendel. And honestly, I think they're misunderstanding when I say that 6.5 Creedmoor is the superior round. Absolutely the more powerful round. It will perform better further out simply because it starts off with more power. However, you can't put a 6.5 Creedmoor into a AR-15 size platform. It's a short action round, but not 223 size. You can't fit it in an AR-15 magazine or anything equivalent, which really addresses the whole purpose of the 6.5 Grendel. It wasn't an attempt to make a large round. It was an attempt to go, hey, we want the power, particularly at longer range, of a 308. We would like to even exceed that if possible through modern ballistics. But we want it to fit an AR-15 platform. And the team that designed it, and the only one I can remember is Bill Alexander. I know there were two other people involved. Did just that. They completely succeeded. Absolutely, if you are looking for a supersonic round for long-range ballistics with good stopping power for hunting, good energy levels, there's nothing comparable. There are things that are better in certain areas. There are things that are trying to do the same thing. But even if it's just marketing, there's nothing equivalent. Nobody has achieved the same level of success that 6.5 Grendel did for that niche. However, that niche does not make it the better round once you take away that criteria. 6.5 Creedmoor develops more power at the muzzle. It isn't going to lose that power as you go down range because they're shooting the same kind of bullet. And if anything, the 6.5 Creedmoor is going to let you shoot a longer bullet with better long-range ballistics. So arguing that, hey, you didn't compare them at 1,000 yards, who cares? It's not going to get better. The further you go, the bigger the advantage of the 6.5 Creedmoor. That doesn't mean that the 6.5 Grendel is not good. If you take the 6.5 Creedmoor and you compare it to something that is then more powerful and better suited for even longer ranges, it loses. You can keep going up that scale. There is no perfect cartridge. If you are looking for the perfect mid-range to even relatively long range AR-15 round, and you don't care about subsonic, I don't know of anything better than 6.5 Grendel. I honestly don't. Do I own one? No. I've said that before. People seem to think that that suddenly gives me no right to talk about it. It's just common knowledge material. I'm not coming up with anything special. I don't need to do my own testing. This has all been done. None of this is unique. I'm not saying anything that has not been said before. I'm just packaging it up my way. So, anyway, that is my thought on that. It is one of the most popular topics on my channel. It seems to be very popular in general right now. I'm not sure why. The other thing that comes up, 6.5 Japanese, 6.5 Swedes, or Norma. There's a whole lot of 6.5s out there. In modern world, I'm not worried about the history of it. I'm not worried about, in the lifetime of firearms, which one had the most uses. I'm a modern firearms channel. 6.5 Creedmoor won. There's no question. If you're talking that round, that size, not Grendel, which is a different category. If you're talking 6.5 Creedmoor size, so a medium, short action kind of thing, to even the long action 6.5s, 6.5 Creedmoor has won that competition. It doesn't mean it's better. Just call it marketing. Just call it, they got it, their round in front of the right people to get the right attention, to get in the right magazines, in the right catalogs, on the right shelves, to get enough attention. There's nothing superior about 6.5 Creedmoor over some of the others. There's no reason you can't load those other ones equivalently. Now, maybe some of the really old ones, you can't go to the same pressure because the rifles they were designed for can't handle it. The biggest downside for most of them is that they're long action cartridges. That makes the whole formula different because now you need a much longer bolt throw, whether it's a semi-automatic system or a bolt action, or take your pick. There's many others. I don't know anybody who makes any of those in like a rolling block or anything though. It doesn't fit. You've got a much bigger, longer round. 6.5 Creedmoor fits into the right form factor, which you go back. I mean, that's what 6.5 Grendel does. Gets into the right form factor to give itself an advantage in its niche. 260 Remington was the other one people brought up. I don't think it's worth its own video in this sense. I think 260 Remington is a great round. In fact, I'm not sure why it never succeeded where 6.5 Creedmoor did. 260 Remington basically does everything 6.5 Creedmoor does. In fact, you could argue it has an advantage because it technically has a larger case capacity. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about 260 Remington to see if there was anything mechanical, anything technological that stopped it. It's the earlier round. It has massive popularity in a small niche of the market. The long-range precision guys really like it. Where 6.5 Creedmoor seems to be more the action sports side, the PRS side, a little more dynamic environment. 260 Remington really seems to be popular in the, we're sitting at a bench, we're going for maximum precision, really fine-tuning this, that kind of stuff. But I think it's more of a matter of the marketing and the popularity contest, not the technical capabilities. I know the military was evaluating both of them and chose the 6.5, and they apparently were saying that they had better bullet development for the 6.5, but I don't understand enough about the limitations of the 260 because they use the same bullet, as far as I know. I could be wrong on that. Like I said, I'm not a 260 guy. And unfortunately, I didn't do enough research before I did this because I wasn't going to include 260. But maybe it comes down to the seating depth available and the case neck size. I don't know. So feel free to put in comments. If you understand exactly what's going on with that limitation, put it in the comments. I'm curious. I will do some more research. If I find anything really interesting, I'll do another video. So, take care, have fun, stay safe, y'all. And remember, it's not about the best overall. It's about the best for your job. What are you trying to accomplish? Find the best round for that. That isn't always the one that's the best for the next guy. That's not always the one that's best for a different environment. It's just the one that's best for you. So, take care. Say hi. Oof. Oof. Oof.